Boom. Okay, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us on the Network Breakfast. This morning we have a special guest, Michele Badalamenti. We're happy she's here, and you'll hear all about her and what she's going to present in just a few minutes. But for right now, we're gonna let each of the participants in the Network Breakfast, all our members, and to tell us about themselves for a minute or less, and then we'll give the floor to Michele, okay? So good morning first to Jeff Hexter. Good morning, Jeff.
Do you think it's fair that you always go to me first?
Well, you're always in the upper left-hand corner, and that's all I could think of.
Okay. Well, I'm Jeff Hexter. My company is Always Keep Computing. I work with frustrated self-employed professionals who want to protect their data and their online privacy so they can sleep better at night. Recently, I've been helping a client who had reused the same simple password on many websites. When he received a notice that one of those sites had been hacked, he asked me for help to discover the places he was insecure and switch those passwords to different, more secure passwords. And I would like to work with the home-based business owners you know here on the east side of Cleveland so I can help them know their risk and protect themselves. Jeff Hexter, Always Keep Computing. We pull out our hair so you don't have to.
Excellent. Thank you, Jeff. And thanks for being here. And Jeff's contact information will be below in the description. And don't forget to subscribe and comment below. And next, we're going to introduce Lee Jackson. Tell us what's happening, Lee.
Good morning, everybody. Lee Jackson with Right at Home. We are a non-medical home care company with Salom Plotkin. And what we try to do is to keep people safe and happy and healthy in whatever environment they are in, whether that be their house, their home, condominium, apartment, or even in an assisted living facility. We can be a companion there and provide activities of daily living and help for them to enjoy their life at that point in time. We're also looking for caregivers. We're continuing to grow our business, and anybody knows anybody that has a heart. That's what we really need, somebody that has a heart, somebody that has compassion, and somebody that wants to work with people and keep them safe and happy and healthy. We are always looking for people. We're growing, and we need to get some more caregivers in as available. Thank you again, Lee Jackson, Right at Home.
Thank you, Lee. Thanks for joining us today. Next, we're going to introduce Marty Kelbel. Marty, how are you?
Muted.
Yeah, there we go. Good morning, everyone. Thank you. I'm Marty Kelbel. I'm a realtor of Coldwell Banker. I could help you buy or sell your house, and I will work with you each step of the way so that I'll make it less painful for you and make sure that you get the best deal possible, whether you're buying or selling. And I can also make referrals in all 50 states and 40-some countries around the world. So wherever you decide you want to go, I can help you with that. And if you want to sell your house, you want to buy your house, let me know if you have any family or friends. Thank you. 216-544-4164.
Very good. Thank you, Marty, and thanks for being here. Okay.
You're welcome.
And we're happy once again to have as part of our membership is Scott Morrison. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning, everybody. As he said, my name is Scott Morrison. My company is Discovery Photo. I am a full-time, full-service photographer, have been for almost 30 years, mainly specializing in professional headshots, modeling portfolios, headshots for actors and models. So we're doing a lot of that. But if you have a family and you want to get pictures of your kids, your dogs, you want to go to locations, or you need a studio, I'm here for you. My name is Scott Morrison. The company's Discovery Photo, when image counts.
Excellent. Thank you, Scott. And he is a master photographer. Wonderful work. We all have experienced Scott's work. Okay. Good morning, Chris Walters. How's everything in your part of the world?
Good morning, Chris Walters with See-Through Windows. I provide vinyl replacement windows, patio doors, and glass block. Right now, we're taking a look. For me, I go out and take a look at your house, and within 24 hours, you've got a quote. And right now, the manufacturers have changed our delivery dates from 1 week to 2 weeks. They're running into the COVID thing just like everybody else. This is something new for them, they were able to keep everything on time until right now. So we're now looking at anything that we're doing. We're looking at September. So just keep in mind, if you need windows or anything like that, please give us a call so we can get it in, so we can get it installed in September sometime. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris, and good luck with all of that. I know it's rough what's going on now for you to get product and all that, but everything will work out. We know that it will. Thank you. I'm going to say good morning to Lisa Durbin. Lisa, would you like to tell us about yourself, please?
She's muted.
You're muted, but that's okay.
I just texted her.
Okay, well, tell you what. Let's come back to Lisa and Trina, tell us what's happening.
Hi. Well, first I want to show you my beautiful new picture from Scott.
Isn't he
Wow.
something?
Yeah.
That's stunning.
Scott who?
God, who?
Discovery Photos. Scott.
Oh,
T.
Discovery
Morrison.
Photos. There we go.
I'll give him a proper ID. Discovery Photos, Scott T. Morrison.
That
Excellent.
was just some guy off the street or something.
No, I was proud that my hair grew a bit, so I had him do a new photo.
Excellent.
My name is Trina Gigax. My company is Fresh Eyes Reading. I'm a copy editor. And the first thing I always want to tell people is that writers shouldn't be offended if someone else wants to look at the writing and try and improve it. Editing is a complete different technique and application than writing, and everybody should really have someone, a professional, look at their writing with fresh eyes. We can improve it grammatically, get rid of excess words, different word use sometimes, change up the sentences, make some shorter, some longer, more impactful. So I'm here to refine your writing, whether it's newsletters, web content, or a presentation you're doing. Trina from Fresh Eyes Reading.
Excellent. Thank you, Trina, and thanks for being here too. Next,
Thank
we're going to hear from Harry Bernstein. Good morning.
We're going to hear from me. I got on mute. Harry Bernstein. I'm not going to spend a lot of time because there's a lot of things going on and most everybody here knows what I'm doing. But the primary area, I'm an attorney and I work with families with kids and young adults with disabilities to set out a plan for long-term success. If you have a disability, if you don't have a disability, but it's even more important is you need to put plans and things and resources in place. There's a lot involved, including developing education plans, developing lifestyle plans, developing legal documents you need in place. And what I do is I sit down with the family, see what they need, where they want to go, what their goals are, and then I will work with them and their professionals, or I have a team such as Mike Bentley, who's my Medicare, Medicaid expert, and Chris Walters, if we need some things done in the home, whatever they may need, we'll develop that plan and then continue to work with them on that. I'm also involved in a cannabis consulting company. Cannabis is legal in 34 states for medical use, but the federal government is not making it legal. So we're consulting with those companies on what they need to do to prepare for federal legalization. What I tell everybody is if you have any type of question or thought about something that may be a legal matter, give me a call, because if I don't handle it, I can put you in touch with somebody who does. So I just kind of work on things.
Excellent. Thank you, Harry. Thanks for being here.
Thanks, you guys.
Sure.
Looking forward to it.
And now we're going to say good morning to Bridget Corrigan. Good morning, Bridget. How are you?
Good morning, everyone. How are you guys doing? It's a long time no talk.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see everyone as well. My name is Bridget Corrigan. I am in the business of protecting everybody's assets. So what that means is I am an insurance. I primarily work in business or personal and commercial lines. However, Mike Bentley has been taking me under his wing to get into the life and health aspect of the insurance business. My company is the Brooks and Stafford Company, and like I just stated, Mike is one of my colleagues and one of my mentors as well. So,
excellent. Thank you, Bridget. Thanks for joining us today. We're going to give one more shot to Lisa Durbin. Lisa, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yes,
Right.
Lisa, can you tell us a little about yourself, please?
Absolutely. My name is Lisa Durbin, and I have been proudly sharing the nutrition of Juice Plus for 12 years and the Tower Garden by Juice Plus for 8 years. So I am in the business of helping people with their health and wellness.
Perfect.
And today I am actually looking for families of 4, specifically families with children between the ages of 4 and those who have not yet graduated from undergraduate school. They can be sponsored for free with adults just paying the shipping on their product. Each adult can sponsor 1 child. And for that family of 4, they can get 20 fruits and vegetables that are nutrient dense, that are accessible. They're easy, they're clean, and you get them consistently every single day. And you get that nutrition every single day for $105, not per day, not even for the week, but $105 for the month for a family of 4. Now, families don't have to take Juice Plus to bridge the nutritional gap between what they should eat and what they are eating, but what's their other plan? So my name is Lisa Durbin, and I am with Juice Plus and the Tower Garden.
Very good. Thank you, Lisa. Thanks for dropping by. At this point, I'm going to give the floor to Mike Bentley. He's truly one of all of our favorites. The term Ask Mike aptly applies to this particular Mike Bentley. Good morning, Mike.
I ask Mike everything.
Great morning to you all. It's good to be with you today. And I am Mike Bentley from the Brooks and Stafford Company. We are a full-service insurance agency. We've been in existence since 1847. And my area of experience is most
Mike locked up.
in the health insurance
Can you guys hear him?
and Medicare side.
Okay.
Yeah,
you're locking up and breaking up, Mike, if you can hear.
Other state. All right, we had a little pause. Can everyone hear me?
Well, we didn't, but we can now.
Okay, well, so enough about me. I'm happy to introduce to you this morning my favorite daughter. She is my only daughter, Michele. And Michele is from Matthews, North Carolina. She's visiting with us this week. And Michele is a personal coach and a fitness and nutrition advisor. And she's such a blessing to not only does she have a lot of wisdom for her age, she's just a joy to be around, and I'm anxious to hear her presentation this morning. So Michele Badalamenti.
Yay! Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Sorry, I kind
Thank
of
you, Mike.
jumped out and jumped back in. Can you guys see and hear me okay?
Yes.
I think we're like overloading the Wi-Fi here in the house because I'm upstairs and my dad's downstairs. Anyways, first and foremost, I just wanted to thank you guys again for the opportunity to come and speak. For those of you who don't know, I came last September, and my dad invited me to come to, what is it, Corky and Lenny's? Is that
Yes.
it? Yes. Good food, great people. I had such a great time. And so when my dad asked me back again, I said, abso-freaking-lutely. So it's good to see some familiar faces again, and just come to speak to all of you, because I know we spent a lot of time talking about goals and we were energized and everything going into the new year, and then 2020 hit, right? I mean, definitely things have not gone as planned, but you know, even this morning I was out back, I had everything set up. I was out there 45 minutes early, had my laptop, my notebook. It started to rain, right? I had to swerve. I had to gather my gear. I had to go to the front patio. I had a plan. And then guess what? A garbage truck comes by and a guy with a chainsaw. And I had to go again and run upstairs. And that's kind of how I feel like 2020 has been, right? Things are not going as planned. We're facing all these new roadblocks. and having to adapt and think differently. But you know what? That is how we grow. And that is what I want to talk to all of you about today. This Zoom call right here today, this is just a perfect example of one of the things that I want to talk about. You know, you guys used to have these in-person meetings and you would get together, and then 2020 hit and COVID hit and social distancing hit. But instead of stopping, you guys learned to swerve. Right? You didn't let it stop you from meeting. It forced you to level up and get creative and do things in a different way. And so that's what I want to talk to you guys. It's how we can grow through 2020 instead of just go through 2020. You know, something my dad always told me growing up and still tells me is never to wish time away. Right? So we're always like, so many of us, it's like, even me, I find myself like, man, I can't wait till my kids are back in school, or this or that. I can't wait until COVID is over. I can't wait until I can get back in the office. But you know, we can't put our life on hold. Yes, trips may have been canceled, vacations may have been canceled, kids might not be going to college, weddings might be canceled. But I don't want you to let another month in quarantine distance you from your dreams. Okay? Because your dreams and your goals have not been canceled. Maybe 2020 isn't happening to you. You know, so many times you take like this victim mentality, like, why is this happening to me? Let's change our perspective this morning and find a way to make 2020 work for you. Push you to think differently. Push you to get creative, to reach your goals in different ways that maybe you would not have done in 2019. So you may have been locked down these past, 8 months in quarantine, but now I want you to level up so that you can make the rest of 2020 the best of 2020. I know it's kind of like, whoa, that's a lot coming in, but you do not have to stay stuck. And what I want to do today is kind of walk you through an exercise of how you can create a vision for the rest of the year and get a plan in place so that you can achieve your goals going into this new year. And 2020 might be the year that you have been waiting for. So we're going to change some perspective here. I want you to grab a pen and paper if you don't have it already, because I'm going to walk you through some exercises of some things you're like, oh man, she's like making us do. Yep, I'm that teacher that's like, grab your pen, class, we're going to do it. But I hope that you're going to find some of the information I share with you guys today valuable, and hopefully to just change your perspective and your feeling on 2020 in general. So before we get started, I wanted to share a quote with you that I found that really ties in perfectly to the exercises I wanted to do today with all of you. So think about this. What if 2020 wasn't happening to you? What if it was happening for you? What if this challenging year it happened so that you could be who you were meant to be? What if this is the year you have been waiting for? Talk about a perspective change, right? So where do we go from here? Well, sometimes one of the most important things to kind of set the pace of where we want to go is to look back and reflect on where we've been in 2020. So I just want us to all take a moment to just think about the past couple months. I mean, think of all the holidays we've had: 4th of July, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day was right before quarantine hit. So think all the way back to like February, even January. Did you have a New Year's resolution? What did you hope and dream for 2020? I want you to take a minute to reflect on that. And so often we think of like all the negative or bad things that have happened, the trips being canceled, all those types of things for 2020. But I want you, and feel free to drop it in the chat if you feel inclined to, what are 2 big achievements that you can celebrate in 2020? Because I guarantee there are at least 2 things with everything going on, 2 positive things that have happened in your life, that have happened in your business. Have you started a new routine? Did you reach out or make some connections with people that maybe you hadn't met with before? I want you to really think about that. For one word. Yeah, and also drop in the chat, what is one word that you would describe your year so far? It could be challenging. It could be unexpected. But you know what? 2020 has also taught me a lot about balance. Like, that's a word for me. I've really had to learn work-life balance in a different way, right? Like, my husband, he used to go to the office every single day. And now he's working from home. We're literally spending 24/7 today. Balance between my mom life, my work life. So I really want you to just think a minute, 2 achievements that you had, something that maybe could have gone better, and then just one word to describe 2020 so far. Family, right? Yes, a focus on the family. Isn't it amazing how when things start to slow down and you strip away all the extras, you really figure out what's important? The simplicity of all, right? The simplicity of life, the simplicity of your business, stripping away all the extras. And I bet you guys have learned to be pretty efficient, or you've learned to think differently when it comes to your business. Maybe it's how you communicate with your clients. You know, me personally, my whole business is done virtual online, but I know for so many other people, they've had to shift. They've had to swerve the way that they communicate and the way that they do business. Let's see, defining what busy actually is and refocusing. Yes, busy does not mean better, right? When you strip away all the extras, I like to say this, guys, you know, the people that are doing all the things, they have the same 24 hours in a day as all of you, me, everyone included, right? We all have the same 24 hours a day. I like to use this analogy, toilet paper. I would go grab a roll right now if I could. But you know, if you have a lot of paper towels on the roll and there's a mess, you kind of just grab it and you don't even think about it, you waste it. The more you have of it, you waste. The same thing with your time. People that are getting all the things done, they are very clear as to what they want to accomplish. They're very clear on their priorities, and they don't need more time. They're very resourceful for the 1 or 2 sheets that they have left on the roll. And think about that. Have you ever gone into a stall? It's amazing how much, like, you could be productive with 3 sheets and you before might have used like 15. That's what it is with this time. And this time that we have at home, it's using the time that we have wisely and getting very clear as to what our priorities and our goals are. So I just love that. When I think about like all the things that I want to do in my business or all the goals that I want to achieve for 2020, you don't need more time. You need to get very clear on your priorities. More time is going to be, think about, if you go on your phone right now, you can look at your screen time, how much time you spent scrolling or surfing or those types of things. Or maybe if you've binged watched Netflix, anybody got sucked into a Netflix hole? Or, you know, sometimes when we have more time, we waste it. So what we don't need isn't more time. Okay, so now I want you to think ahead to 2020, the rest of 2020. We still have 4 months left in the year, everyone. I want you to take some time to write down what comes to mind when you think about the next 6 months going into 2021. Like, what does it look like at the end of the year? What are you doing? Who are you with? Are you with your family? Have you reached a big business goal? Did you land that client? Did you close on that deal? What, I'm just reading the comments. Sorry, it's cracking me up. I want you to take some time to think about what that vision is, both in your personal life and in your professional life. You know, do you have a goal of, you know, I'm in the health and wellness industry. So women come to me and it's like, by Christmas, I want to have lost 20 pounds. Well, what is that 20? What does it feel like? Is it confidence? Is it energy? Are you with your family? More Tiger King. Yes. Netflix. Again, when you have more time, you watch more Tiger King. You do not need more time. Nobody needs more Tiger King in their life. Believe me. But again, I want you to sit right now. Think about December when you all are on a Zoom call, or maybe you're not on a Zoom call. Maybe you guys are at Corky and Lenny's enjoying a cup of coffee together. What does December look like for you? What business successes do you want to be sharing with the group? What personal stories do you want to be sharing with the group? What achievements do you want to have come the end of the year? December, I'm going to ask my dad, and who knows, maybe I'll jump on the Zoom call. In December, I want to know, but I want you to write down where you want to be come December right now. And we're going to have a little exercise to go with that. So This kind of plays in with it too. But when you think about December, I want you to write down words, pictures, sentences, feelings that you enjoying is not the face of enjoy. I want you to think about those things come December. Are you going to feel energized? Are you going to feel excited? Do you smell the coffee at Corky and Lenny's? Do you feel confident because you lost 20 pounds? Are you excited and eager to tell the group about this new business opportunity that you have? Are you venturing off and doing another business side gig? Like, think about some of the things, that the possibilities, and dream big, dream small. But I just want you to take some time right now to write down December 2020. Okay, growth, more partners in my organization, more families being helped. Yes, I love that. So write down some words. I know for me, sometimes I'll take just 100 seconds and I'll just write words. I don't even know why. I'm just thinking about joy, family, balance, togetherness, community, things that I want to feel and achieve coming. Okay, looking forward to the inauguration of a new president. Great. What types of words, what types of feelings are you going to have with that, right? Okay, so we're all forward thinking, right? We're not stuck. We're not feeling stuck right now making excuses. We're forward thinking. We have a vision. We have an idea of where we want to be at the end of the year. And I hope you guys are excited about that. So what I want you to do now is, we talked a little bit about this during my last call with you guys, or in-person meeting. I want you guys to come up with some smart goals. Now, if you're not familiar with what a SMART goal is, I've kind of outlined it here. But when you're thinking about a goal, whether it's a goal for your business, whether it's a personal goal, I just use the fitness example here. You want to make sure that it's a SMART one, that it's specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely. You know, January is a big time for my business. Everyone's coming up with New Year's resolutions. You know, I want to lose weight. I want to get healthy. But so many people come to me with very vague goals. I want to get healthy, or I want to lose weight, right? We've all done it before. But something that's so important, if you're going to track and celebrate and measure your success and your progress on a goal, is to have a SMART one. So I want you to think about your business goals or your personal goals for 2020 and ask yourself, is it a goal or is it a SMART goal? And if it is just a goal, that's great that you have a goal, but think about how you can make it a SMART one. So take the example that I used about the generic, I want to get healthier, right? How can you make it specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely? You can change that to, I want to lose 20 pounds by Halloween by exercising 30 minutes a day and following a balanced nutrition plan. Exactly. A goal without a plan is just a wish, right? A goal without a plan is just a wish. So we have a lot of wishes and visions, right? But a goal, you need to be able to measure it. You need to be able to track it. You need to celebrate every small step and progress that you get there. You know, I don't know if you guys read personal development. I talked a little bit about this last time. PD is huge for me. I like to spend every morning after a workout doing some personal development. If you are kind of feeling stuck right now, or you're looking to create new routines, or this idea of goal setting really interests you, I recommend the book Atomic Habits. Jeff, have you read it before? I see you're muted yourself, but and it talks about the compound effect of like seemingly small changes every single day, what that can have on your business, your career, things like that. So just a little PD plug. If you're looking for some new personal development, yes, Lisa, you've read it, Atomic Habits. Love that book. I'm actually rereading it because I just find it so valuable for so many things that are applicable right now, especially when people are feeling stuck. So I want to just do a little gut check here. Since, you know, this is everyone on this call is an entrepreneur or a small business owner. I'm I'm pretty sure you guys have created some type of a business plan before. But have you ever made a vision board? Do you know what a vision board is? Have you done a vision board before? You can drop it in the chat. You can like shake your head, yes or no. A vision board.
No.
No. Okay. Yes. You might be like, ooh, that's like a little woo woo. Yeah. When someone told me about a vision board, I thought it sounded a little woo woo, not my thing. But I want to talk a little bit about this because it has been a game changer for me. My vision board has been a game changer for me when it came to leveling up in my business. I like to think of a vision board, and I'll talk a little bit as to what a vision board actually is. But in general terms, if you don't have a roadmap, how do you know you're going the right direction? So my vision board for me, it's my roadmap. It drives all my decisions. When I'm deciding what behaviors I'm going to do every day, when I have opportunities that come about and I have to decide yes or no, because we're faced with those every single day. If that decision isn't going to bring me one step closer to the things on my vision board, I'm okay with saying no to that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw up on the screen an example of what my vision board actually is to share with you guys if you've never seen one before. But this is my vision board. You can do one that's strictly for business or personal, but all it is it's a daily reminder of your goals and your dreams and your why. So for me, this is for 2020. My team, I coach a team of over 35 fitness and accountability coaches, and the team name is Join the Journey. So I have that word in the beginning of my vision board right there, Join the Journey. It's a reminder of why I'm doing what I'm doing. I have some business goals that I wanted to achieve, some recognitions that I wanted to have. I have business hours up on my vision board because I want to work on better work-life balance. I have words that speak to me: unplug, being present, love God, love people, share Jesus. Again, these diamonds represent business goals that I have. A house, I want to buy a house this year. I want to inspire people. I have dreams. I talked about like what my vision is for the end of the year. My vision in 2020, Christmas, isn't to be spending Christmas in my own home, right? It's a new home. I don't know what that home is going to look like, but I have it on my vision board. Again, this is my roadmap. These are my goals and my plans for 2020. Now, if you've never done it before, I just want you to think about some of those words that you had written down on the page, some of the business goals that you have, everything that you want to achieve. And I did this in Canva. Jeff, another Canva thing. I made this in Canva. This is just clip art of images that I took from the internet and I put it together. But here's the thing. I don't want you to just create a vision board. And if vision boards aren't your thing, that's okay. Write down words or quotes. I'm sure some of you at your desks have quotes that speak to you, that you'll glance at throughout your day that kind of remind you of your why. But this vision board that I have it printed. It is on my cabinet in my kitchen. I look at it every single day. Every single day. It's like the thing, a gratitude practice, something else that I do every single day, daily affirmations every single day. When you are feeling stuck, seeing your vision and your goals and your why every single day, that's that motivation that you need. It's all about priming your environment, right? For success. You know, like you're going to be more likely to read a book if you leave a book out on your counter when you go to bed at night and you wake up in the morning and you'll see that book on the table, right? I leave my workout gear, my workout clothes out in the morning so that when I wake up in the morning, I'm more motivated to get a workout in because I'm literally staring at my workout gear, right? It's the same thing as your goals. When you are seeing your goals every single day up on that board, let me see what I put quotes around me rather than a vision board. It says, fail fast and learn from your mistakes in front of me. Yes, exactly. So even if it's not a vision board, I want you to think of a quote that speaks to you so that you can see that every single day. And guys, this is the cool thing about this vision board that I created it's not just my vision, it's my vision for my family. It is up on my board in my kitchen. My kids see it every day. My husband sees it every day. So they are in tune with my vision. They might not know what the 10 diamonds on that page means, but they know that I'm working towards it. It's funny, I was at Publix a couple months ago, and my daughter, Brooke, she looked at me and she said, Mommy, when are we going to get that play set? Are we going to get that play set? Right? My kids saw that vision board, and that's their dreams too, right? So then Brooke, every so often, she'll say, hey, have you gotten that play set yet? I'm like, Mommy's working on it. Mommy's working on it. You know, yeah, every day I'm hustling. Literally, Mom hustle game is strong, girl. I want to get you that play set. But again, it's like my goal is my vision. It's become that for my family. And, you know, that's one of the things that I want to just emphasize to all of you is dream big, right? Have you heard of the 10X? I feel like maybe, yeah, Jeff shaking his head, 10X. So somebody asked like what the diamonds are for in my business. And that has to do with some leadership recognition in my business. 10X, like 10 diamonds, that is a huge goal that I would love to achieve, but the chances of me achieving it in the next 4 months, I mean, they are pretty slim. But I'm dreaming bigger because you know what? If I'm shooting for 10 and I end up at 5, I've done pretty darn good for myself. And so I want you guys to think about dreaming big, but also small achievable goals, and put a vision board to get the 10X rule by Grant Cardone. Yes, exactly. I could do a whole nother call just on personal development alone, y'all. It's a game changer. But again, does anybody have any quotes? I feel like my dad, you probably have a quote in your office or something. Does anybody have a quote that really speaks to them that maybe coming out of this call, you're going to print out, you're going to put on a Post-it note, you're going to put somewhere that you can see every single day? What are some of the things that motivate you guys? Or maybe you guys just have nothing. That's okay. Always do what you're afraid. Yes. Awesome. Yeah, I could actually, if it would be helpful, I can even put together some of my personal development recommendations, and I can have my dad shoot them out to you guys, like Miracle Morning, Atomic Habits, The Greatest You. Like, there's so many. Don't Stop Believing. There's so many great books. Again, if you're not incorporating personal development into your either morning or evening routine, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. Especially during times like this, I like to view my personal development as me playing offense. You know, being proactive so that when life comes at me, it's like my PD, it's like my armor. Because of the skills and the confidence and everything I've gained through personal development. Do or do not, there is no try. Love that. Don't Stop Believing. These are all great. Always do right. Yes, love these. Okay, so if you have some of those quotes, I want you guys to write it on a Post-it note, put it on your laptop, put it where you can see it every single day, and let that motivate and let that guide you and let that remind you that 2020 is not over. And if you think you can, you can. Yeah, whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. And if you don't have a quote or a vision board, I want you to maybe use this one, and this is where I'll end it with you today. I want you to know that you can rise from anything. You can completely recreate yourself. Nothing is permanent. You are not stuck. You have choices. You can think new thoughts. You can learn something new. You can create new habits. All that matters is that you decide today and you never look back, right? Only look back at 2020 to see how far you've come. And I want you to be looking into the next 4 months with a new, positive, fresh set of eyes. 2020 is not happening to you. It's happening for you. So that's all I had for you guys today.
Hey, Michelle, I got a question.
Yeah.
And this is one that's always, in your presentations are phenomenal. And I've read quite a bit of some of these other things. And how do you deal when there's a lot of negativity and negative people around you? You wake up and you hit the ground and you go to, certainly not this group, but there's some other groups that I'm involved in, and all they do, and I hate to say it, is bitch and moan. And at some point it just beats on you if you're constantly getting it. How do you deal with that? I mean, maybe you don't have that. Maybe everybody around you smiling and happy. I'm sure that's not the case. But.
No. I'm so glad you brought that up, because one of the things that I realized through the past 2 years on my journey is I would wake up in the morning and the world was coming at you, right? So I want you to think about your morning routine right now. And if you don't have one, I'd love to chat. But the thing that I felt was the first thing I would wake up in the morning is I would open my work email, or I would get the news notification.
Right.
And right off the bat, you are getting hit with that negativity. Other people's problems are becoming your problems. And what I realized is every single morning I needed to fill my cup. 5 a.m. club. Yes. I'm actually up at 4 a.m. every day.
Right.
4 a.m. club, 5 a.m. But every single day, I have a rule for myself. It's no scroll, I say no scroll until you sweat. I start every morning with a workout, with my personal development, and then I scroll. So I don't open an email. I do not open a notification. I do not invite the world, the negativity, all of that in until I've filled up. I've gotten my fill first, if that makes sense.
Sure.
I can have my phone in do not disturb mode. You can set that so that your notifications are turned off until a certain point in time. But I do that first and foremost, because how many of you have like been in bed or something and you open an email from a client or something's gone wrong, and then it's like ruined your entire day and it puts you in a funk? Maybe that's never happened to you before, but it's happened to me. And what I realized is instead of being on the defense all the time, by me doing the things for me and starting with personal development and positivity and daily affirmations and working out and fueling my body with good foods first thing in the morning, that was my way of playing offense. I was like stealing the ball back from the world. So it doesn't matter like the noise of the outside. Like when I get that 30 minutes for me, is I have learned to also distance myself from those types of people. Now, if you have colleagues, then you can't distance yourself from it. Like, I get that. But there's also some friendships that I've had to pull back on because the toxicity or the negativity rubs off on you. And so I think the two things for me was, one, personal development. Because having your own confidence, and when you are filling yourself with that and you're confident in your abilities, like Rachel Hollis, she read a book, Girl Wash Your Face. Don't know if you guys know who that is, but one of the things that she talks about is her or his opinion is none of your business.
Right.
Right.
I got a question. I will touch base later, but you mentioned the fueling yourself with the food in the morning, and I try to do what you say. I wake up now. I do hit the phone, but I'm doing Spanish lessons and some other brain type development type thing while my family's still asleep. But I've heard mixed reviews on this intermittent fasting where you only eat 8 hours a day. Now you mentioned fueling first thing in the morning after your workout, I guess.
Yes.
Or you can send me an email, or we can talk about it later. But it just, that seemed to work for me to feel better and lose some weight. Is, I get up and I'm boring everybody else. But what's nice about these Zoom meetings, I usually couldn't get my walk in on Tuesday mornings because I had to be at Corky and Lenny's by 7:30. Now I can get my walk in and jump on the Zoom meeting at 7:30. It saves me a half-hour drive time.
Yeah.
Michelle, let me just say this before the time ends. Everyone wants to have your contact information. So maybe some of your contact information, email, Facebook, or whatever, maybe you can post that a little bit later before we end.
Oh, sure. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you can. We'll talk about that later. I'll email you, but I just
Just
Yeah,
curious.
let me, before I forget here, I'll drop my email.
Yeah, you could type it into the chat and we'll all have it right now.
I'll give you my one quote that the rabbi always gave us. He says, if I wake up in the morning, he learned it at rabbinical school. If I wake up in the morning and my elbows don't hit wood, I'm having a good day.
Yeah. I love that.
Amen to that.
I just want to say this, like, I hope that, I have you guys, and I'll ask, maybe someone has an example here. Do you have any examples of how you were forced to do business differently within the past couple months and how it actually turned out for the better?
Well, one thing we did, and some of the guys know, when our son Nelson's 17, he's going to be a senior, and when they shut down the schools, you know, he was one of the first to get affected because he's the varsity manager of the wrestling team, and they were going down to the state championships that day. The governor shut everything down. So I figured we got to find something to do because he's on the autism spectrum, and he worked as part of his curriculum. So nosing around, we signed up to do groceries for Instacart. And it's really been interesting because he's learned a lot of skills. We were doing some things when I couldn't meet with my clients, and when they weren't even doing Zoom, everybody was trying to reset for at least a month. And we got out, we helped people, and it's been something very interesting. So I never would have conceived, you know, I'd been in the beer business, but I never would have conceived delivering groceries for people. And it's you meet a lot of people, you're doing good, and you're making some money, and he's learning a ton of skills. So that was a huge positive. And boy, has he made some bank. I can tell you that. You know, and these are things he's probably averaging somewhere around $20 an hour. And there's no way a 17-year-old kid's making $20. It's $10.99 money, but it's still better than he'd be making. And I'm not knocking it, flipping burgers somewhere.
Yeah.
We're doing something quite different. Oh, by the way, good morning, everybody. Sorry I couldn't jump on earlier. Dog was sick. Anyway, like today, for example, we're going back to volunteer. And since the pandemic started, every Tuesday, we spend the afternoon entertaining seniors outside of a different building, dancing, making fools of ourselves, holding up, you know, uplifting signs with some of these slogans on them. Actually, they say things like "You are loved" and "Make a difference every day." And it's really been lovely. And I have to say, it's also been fabulous networking because the other people who come out are also passionate about caring for others and looking after the seniors in our neighborhoods. So it's been a win-win all around.
I love that.
By the way, y'all are welcome to dance with us today in the rain. We'll be outside of the woodlands of Shaker.
You know, my dad always said this to me all the time. He's like, life can make you bitter or better. You know, I feel like so many people out there are bitter about 2020, but just a couple examples that you guys shared here are great examples of how 2020 is making you better. So again, this can be a year of growth and challenge and being pushed outside your comfort zone. That's really where growth happens. And I think some incredible things can come from all of your businesses if you lean into the hard, lean into the challenge, and instead of leaning back, leaning in and finding a way to get it done. And just like you guys did with the Zoom call today, you are leaning in a different way and connecting in a different way. And that's what matters, is staying connected, continuing to network, continuing to share what works, share and reapply, don't reinvent the wheel. That is why I love this group so much. And again, I talked to you guys about the power of accountability, but this right here is the ultimate accountability group. You guys are here motivating each other, getting on this call, sharing ideas, brainstorming ideas, and celebrating each other's wins. And that just makes me so incredibly happy. And that is why I was so honored to come speak to you all today.
Wow. And we're so happy that you did too. Wonderful presentation, wonderful information. It could help all of us. And I'm going to encourage everyone to watch this one again when it gets up on YouTube. Go to the Network Breakfast channel and watch some of this again, even if it's only the portion that she actually has their slides up and gives us the this important information to keep us going and to make the most of what's left of 2020. And you never know. It could be a fabulous ending to a year that we've been scratching our heads for months about what to do, what not to do, should we or should we not? And maybe a lot of the questions will be answered. Well, they will certainly be answered in November and December, and we'll know how we're going to view the world after 2020 is over. And hopefully, most of us will be happy. Some of us will, some of us won't. But you know what? Even if it doesn't turn out the way you'd want it to, the stuff that Michele just went over today will get you through that too. Get us all through that, no matter what happens. We're all here for each other. The Network Breakfast participants for today, it was great that you all came by. We're so thankful that Michele Badalamenti shared what she knows about this life experience and what to think about and how to motivate yourself to be more than you were. So tomorrow is better than yesterday. And that's such a wonderful message from Michele today. And we're so happy that she was here. And we're certainly happy. And I know Michael Bentley is a proud father and a proud grandfather. What's his name, Mike?
That's Blake.
Oh, Blake. Good morning, Blake.
Oh, I love it.
Isn't he something?
I can't see. Hold on.
Okay. So there we are.
And I was just going to say, hi, Blake.
Hi, Blake.
I can put together a list of some personal development recommendations that I have, and I can have my dad shoot it out, or Tom, I can send it to you.
Sure.
Because if you are not incorporating that into your routine right now, conquering your mind is going to help you conquer 2020. It is such a mindset thing. So I would love to share some of my recommendations for all of you.
Absolutely. I hope you do. And I will certainly fire them off to everybody so that we all have your inspiration to force us into making things better for tomorrow. And isn't that the best of messages? And we're so happy that we're all here. Do we have any more questions for each other, or certainly for Michele? Okay. All right. For our Network Breakfast YouTube presentation, we're going to wrap this up. If you feel like sticking around, and we'll discuss even more. But while we wrap it up for our YouTube channel, please subscribe, comment below, and let's tell Michele just how much we appreciated her presentation today. So stick around. But for right now, we're going to say thanks so much, and we'll see you again next Tuesday. Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.